see that dress, Katy?
She's the pop star with the pin-up girl looks. 2 years after Katy Perry's breakthrough hit, her songs have sold more than 32 million downloads. Her success built on a playful flirtation with what she calls obvious innuendo.
It's like walking the line, it's the art of the tease.
And after following the runaway hit of the summer with another #1 smash, the California girl seems inescapable and unstoppable.
So where are we headed now?
We're headed to David Letterman's show.
On the day her new album, Teenage Dream, was released and went straight to #1, she was making her first appearance on The Late Show.
You don't get nervous about that kind of stuff?
No, it's not like some investigative, like, ooh, you have to have your guard up type thing. It's just like, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You're more of the type that I have to
scary
have my guard up.
Oh yeah? Is your guard up now?
So guarded.
Her arrival at the studio was greeted by hundreds of fans and a human wall of paparazzi. She made news again this week when her duet with Elmo was bumped from Sesame Street after some parents who saw the video on the internet objected to her excessive cleavage. Wow, Perry tweeted to her fans, "Looks like my playdate with Elmo has been cut short."
But I get a sense sometimes you like to create waves.
Of course I do. I'm from California.
This is home.
This is home. The sand, the beach, the mountains. I love it.
Perry grew up in Santa Barbara.
There's just something really magical about this place. I mean, I think that
The 25-year-old went home this month to play a concert at her alma mater, Dos Pueblos High. That's her freshman yearbook photo. But she left after her first year to pursue a music career.
I started singing at 9 and was singing gospel songs.
Only reason that I live is Christ come down and died for you and me.
It was her church that bought Perry her first guitar for her 13th birthday. Her parents, Keith and Mary Hudson, are born-again evangelical pastors.
Time and time again.
My friends all had the same life. They all went to church with me, went to church school, you know, we went to church camp. Everything was related to my faith, and so I didn't have any outside influence.
She was signed to a Nashville gospel label, and in 2001 released her first album under the name she was born with, Katy Hudson. But the record went nowhere.
The label went bankrupt and it folded, and I didn't turn into Amy Grant like I wanted to.
But slowly, Perry was being exposed to the outside world.
You know, I just started little by little asking, hey, you know, can I listen to the Beatles? I had friends that had influenced their taste on me. You know, friends that I looked up to that were so much cooler and they knew about the world, you know? And I was just like, wow, teach me everything.
She went back to the West Coast, determined to become a pop star. It was a struggle.
You had 2 cars repossessed? Is that right?
Yeah. It's not the chicest thing to say on television, but it's true.
You couldn't get a record deal, or you had a record deal and you lost
Oh,
your
I
record
could
deal.
get record deals. I was the queen of getting record deals. I just couldn't keep record deals.
She was signed and dropped by 2 more labels.
There were people that said, we've already spent money on her. She's not, you know, we need fresh meat. Everyone kind of looked at me a little bit like damaged goods.
Finally, Capitol Records picked her up, changed her name to Katy Perry to avoid her being confused with the actress Kate Hudson, and in the summer of 2008, released Perry's anthem to By Curiosity that changed everything. I Kissed a Girl would spend 7 weeks at #1.
Did you talk to your mother about that song?
I talked to both of my parents. I think my sister talked to them first.
Did you ask your sister to talk to them first?
Oh, of course. I was a bit hesitant to show my mom and dad, but with me and my parents, everything has kind of been like, and yeah, so this happened today, and not putting so much emphasis on like, Mom and Dad, sit down. I have something to tell you. It was kind of like more like pass the salt,
Pass the salt, I wrote a song.
Pass the salt, I wrote a song.
Perry's parents signaled their approval of their daughter's career change by making a cameo appearance in the video for her next hit, Hot and Cold. As Perry's star grew brighter, her outfits got louder. At a photo shoot for her new perfume called Purr, she dressed in a pink and purple latex cat suit.
And it's hard because I don't really know where to put this thing. I've never had a tail.
I've actually never interviewed anybody with a tail either.
Really? Are you sure? You should wear this. Sometimes Johnny wears actual costumes while we're doing that.
She keeps her stylist, Johnny Wujak, on his toes.
Every time I see you, you're in a different outfit.
Me, yeah.
So
She won't wear the same thing twice.
That's
Never?
not true.
Wow.
Well, sometimes you should see the storage unit he has.
But Perry insists there's more to being a pop star.
You can't just change your dress or just change your hair. That can't just be the basis of success. It has to spawn from something more powerful, and it has to spawn from talent,
Out of my own again.
Some critics have questioned Perry's talent, suggesting she's a creation of her producers.
So this is where you made Teenage Dream?
Yes, this is where we wrote Teenage Dream.
But the singer has written or co-written all of her songs.
And so I've had this riff since I was 19.
This one riff.
He put it on me, I put it on. Like there was nothing wrong, it didn't fit, it wasn't right.
And Perry keeps a close watch on every detail of her career. She chose the artist Will Cotton to paint the cover of the new album.
There was something about the things I'd see Katy wearing out to parties that made me think that's my girl. That's someone who would really be just right for my paintings.
I'm gonna stand over here.
Perry was very
Turn the music
particular
down just a
about
little
what
bit.
she wanted.
I wanted to be lounging on a cotton candy cloud.
She insisted on being naked.
She did. She insisted on being naked.
Ooh! Oh my God! What will my mother say next?
Do you think there are people who don't take
It's
you
so
seriously
gorgeous.
enough yet?
I mean, come on, I've got a whipped cream bra. And I mean, it's not like I'm like, Carole King here, although I admire Carole King. I don't want to be the indie darling, because sometimes the indie darling means that nobody's heard of you before.
Do you know a hit song when you hear it? Did you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
You know
Oh, yeah.
California Girls is going to
Oh
be
yeah, there's just this feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a feeling like when you meet the love of your life.
And she did just meet him. He's the bad boy British comedian and actor, Russell Brand.
big. Can we talk about your fiance?
Yeah. He is my fiance.
Does that sound strange?
Oh. Yeah, it's kind of French. I don't really ever say that word. I call him my boyfriend.
But you got a ring, right?
I do have a ring.
They connected last year at rehearsals for the MTV Video Music Awards, where Perry made her move.
And you threw an empty bottle at him.
Threw it at him and it hit him right in the head. And he just turned around and it was kind of like,
What?
"Shut your mouth."
They've become the hot couple of the tabloids, but Perry likes to create fireworks. It's the idea behind her next single.
So the idea was that when I pass, as all pop stars pass, I don't want to be buried because I think that's boring. I would like to be put into a firework and then shot across this ocean.
Out, up over there.
Out up over the Santa Barbara Ocean as my one last hurrah!
Of course, most fireworks eventually fizzle out, but Katy Perry's incendiary career shows no sign of losing its spark.